Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCranie and welcome to Weather Express. Your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, we continue to see severe weather today in the southeast. This is the same system that brought all the severe weather to the plains, the upper Midwest, into the mid-south and the Tennessee Valley. It's now finally tracked its way a little bit farther south and east. Earlier in the day, we actually had some tornado warnings indicated by the purple polygons. Right now, the red polygons are your severe thunderstorm warnings. The yellows are the special weather statements. Really, the most active storms have been up through the eastern sides of North Carolina the last couple hours, but this will continue to trail back into portions of coastal South Carolina, into southeast Georgia, and the northern sides of Florida as well. When we look at the watches that are into play, you're going to get a tornado watch in that purple area. It is getting cut off. It was for the Tallahassee, Florida area, and then north and east, but now it's just kind of a more of a sliver here into the eastern sides of Georgia. Then you have a severe thunderstorm warning again for portions of coastal South and North Carolina. But that's where we're going to get the active weather the remainder of the day. When we look at the risk for severe storms, it really is a narrow corridor that basically follows I-95. It does start again in the I-10 corridor towards Lake City, Florida, but you follow I-95 from Jacksonville to Savannah, right out up towards the Florence, South Carolina area, and then in towards the Fayetteville area and east towards OBX. This is where we're going to get the opportunity for some stronger storms and some severe weather. Again, an isolated tornado is not out of the question, but some winds of up to 70 miles an hour and some inch-sized hail. Now, I mentioned it in yesterday's video. This storm system is cold enough where it's pulling in some chillier air to turn the rain into some snow in the eastern Great Lakes right now. That is also going to be moving into the northeast and New England over the next couple of days. So we're going to get a return to winter in some spots. Not here in the southern plains. Beautiful afternoon across the area. Let's take a look at the infrared satellite imagery here. You're not going to see a cloud in the sky. One of the big stories will continue to be the wind gusts here. Winds right now are still very fresh through the plains, 25, 30 miles an hour, but they're even stronger into the upper Midwest. Places like Chicago has had a wind of over 40 miles an hour from time to time. And just really fresh winds overall across the northern plains and into portions of the western Great Lakes. Into the west we go. Again, we have a storm system moving into the Pacific Northwest as we speak. Temperatures are well warm enough where this is mainly going to be some rain, especially Seattle, Tacoma, back down towards Portland or Oregon. We will get a little bit of some snow into some of the higher elevations of the Olympics and the Cascades, but it's not going to be as prominent as the last couple of storm systems here, as temperatures are just too warm to hold that to really get any really appreciable snowfall here in most of those areas. When we look at the advisories across the country, unfortunately, we still have all of this green. That's the flooding left behind from our days of severe weather in portions of the Mid-South and the Tennessee Valley. Again, significant catastrophic flooding. Behind this, you are getting cold enough weather where you got a freeze watch for the Carolinas. And again, you're going to have some winter weather advisories here in portions of the Northeast and New England, thanks to this storm system that's going to be working its way through. So let's get into it here. Let me bring up the HRRR model, which is our high resolution rapid refresh. Once again, this area of low pressure spinning in the Great Lakes. Look at the snow. Now it's a fast shot of snow. Is it going to be a ton of snow? No, but we're getting deeper into April here, and you can see some of that snow for the I-90 corridor, then back towards the Maine area, towards Bangor there, down towards the Boston area. Heavy rain and storms all the way as far north as Philadelphia, the Jersey coastline, Baltimore. You can clearly see the storms moving off the North Carolina coast. Some of this activity will re-energize tomorrow in southern Florida and even portions of the Bahamas, but I'll show you the severe weather risk for tomorrow coming up. We're going to have another storm system sneaking into the western Great Lakes. This is going to fire off some storms, again, into the upper Midwest, places like Chicago and Milwaukee and Green Bay. Cedar Rapids will be in store for more rain and even a few storms. And again, this Pacific system is going to be kicking in waves of energy. Give it a day or two, and we'll have even a better chance for some storms in those areas. And again, a little bit of mountain snow. So the risk for storms for tomorrow is actually way down here in the southern sides of Florida. No big risk, no real concerns here. A few Intermountain West storms and a lot of wind in these areas as well. And then a couple of days out from here, we'll again traverse these storms into the upper Midwest, portions of Missouri and southeast Iowa, a good chunk of Illinois and Indiana get into the act for, again, not severe storms, but the opportunity for some heavier rain. Speaking of that, when we take a look at the total rainfall here, you're going to see some spots 2, 3, 4 inches of rain along the East Coast. That, of course, is some snow into the far northeast, but also some significant precip totals here in the Intermountain West. When we look at snow totals overall, again, not a lot except for a few choice locations, more than 6 inches of snow in a couple of spots there. And then again, back into the northeast, you got to get pretty high in latitude, but Syracuse on up towards Burlington, Vermont, and portions of Maine, again, some areas that could be more than 6 inches of snow. Friends, as you can see, I'm out of time. Appreciate you making Weather Express a part of your daily routine. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know in the comment section below where you're viewing from. I appreciate that. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.